Right, I'm at Thetford Forest now. I don't know how long I'm going to be here for. The weather don't look too good, to be honest, but I've got my waterproof coat. Anyway, I'm going to have a good hunt around. The next bit of footage that you see, I'm going to try out my GoPro. I've got a GoPro Hero 8. I don't know whether it's any good or not. It was all I could afford at the time. But we'll give it a go and hopefully I'll get some semi-decent footage out of it. I do want to buy a new mic for it, an external mic at some point, but I'll do that a bit later down the line, can't I? Anyway, yeah, so let's go see what we can find out here. Well, this is just a test now. See what the mic's like. Like I say, I'm using the internal mics of the camera. It's a bit different from using your phone when you've got when you can look at the phone screen to see whether you're in focus and in shot and whatnot. This is completely different. It's quite bizarre doing it like this. But I do know you can buy a, what do they call it? GoPro mod kit, is it? It's like a case that plugs in and you can put a small extension screen on the camera. I quite like that idea because it's better to see, you know, that you're in focus and well, not in focus, but in the frame. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, we'll carry on and have a look later, see how it looks. So don't be surprised if this video gets caught short. I've been looking at how to film YouTube videos and bits of advice, and you know, how to keep the viewer, you know, interested. And I've been reading about continuously changing your angles, not too much, but enough to keep them interested. And don't, you know, have the videos too long. You know, apparently a lot of people that watch lose interest very, very quickly. So they're talking about, for like the beginning YouTubers, you know, like myself, is to keep the videos about 8 minutes long. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, I can do like part 1 of today's video and then part 2 and part 3, but is that not the same sort of thing? You know, you're going to watch the first part and think, oh, do you know what? I had enough of that. I'm not going to watch the second part. Is it worth doing like that? Do I do it in chunks? You know, like 5 different parts, or do I upload it all in one go? I'm not quite sure about that yet. I don't know what to do. Like I say, I know I'm not the most interesting person on the planet, and I do struggle with my words from time to time, and you know, my filming is not exactly fantastic. But anyone that does stick with me, I truly am thankful. And to be honest with you, I got asked the other day, you know, why I do it, and this person said to me, it's a bit strange, they don't see why, just, you know, a certain aspect of my channel, but I do it because it motivates me. You know, it makes me want to come out and go for a walk and try and lose weight and do my steps. It's like it encourages me, you know. It's like having a dog, isn't it? You have a dog and you get out there, you have to go out for a walk, and it starts to get you feeling a bit more fitter, doesn't it? You know what I mean? So this is what I've got. This is where I am. I started a YouTube channel just to see what had happened, and to force myself to get out the chair and do a bit of exploring. I have no expectations on getting thousands of views and, you know, becoming becoming famous at all. That's not, I mean, it'd be nice, but it ain't gonna happen. Like I say, I'll just do this for my own benefit, for a little bit of fun, really. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's enough waffle for the minute. I'll bring you back in a bit. Time for a coffee in the woods, and for once I've remembered to bring all of the correct gear. First time for everything, eh? For fuck's sake. What I'm going to do, I'm going to sit in the car for a little while, hopefully this will move on, and continue with the walk. Give me a chance to have another drink or something to eat, I suppose, didn't it? Well, I've managed to get out the car. The rain's just about stopped. Still drizzling, nothing major. So I thought come and do the second half of the trip. It weren't too bad sitting in the car as it goes. Something to eat and a drink, and it's made me bagel a lot lighter now as well, getting rid of the water. So that's a bonus. Anyway, let's see what else we can find, eh? Yeah, I'm curious to know whether there's a GoPro button, because when I've been using the selfie stick with a phone, that come with a removable Bluetooth button, so I could just press it and, you know, turn on and off as I go. But turning the GoPro on and off, reaching over, pressing the button, it's a pain in the arse. I know it sounds silly, but when you're used to just have a button to do your recording, that was quite good. So I wonder if there's an equivalent for the GoPro. I say I don't know nothing about them. The other GoPro that I've got is the Hero White, and that pretty much is just for what I was using to put on the handlebars of my bike as an action camera. So I mean, that's what GoPros were originally for, wasn't it? Just action camera, not doing this vlogging stuff with. But after a bit of research online, I come across the Hero 8, and there were some people that used it for vlogging and they said it was fine. So I'll have to look into it see what other accessories are available, because look what I have to do to stop recording. So you could complain about the price of the car parking, but you know what, for what they do here, for the way they maintain it, I think it's worth it. Well, what can I say about Thetford Forest? I think it's brilliant. I think it'll be good for days out with the kids, because there's loads of stuff here for the kids to see and do. A stroll on your own, like myself, fantastic. Somewhere to come and cycle, you know, obviously off-roading bike or mountain bike, something like that. A romantic walk with your significant other. A good way to fill in a day. Come here for something to eat, something to drink. Yeah, honestly, I think if you get an opportunity, just come and have a look, because I think you hear the name Thetford Forest, or any forest, you think, oh, it's just going to be woods and just, you know, trees and things, but there's so much more to it than that. Do you know what I mean? Especially if you get to see animals, and there's a gift shop and a coffee shop and a playground for the kids and activities, and you know, and there's something quite nice about finding a picnic table in the middle of the woods and sitting down and having a cup of coffee. Do you know what I mean? It don't get better than that. Obviously it'd be better for me if it was a dry day, but at least it's not too hot, you know. This is manageable. It's mild today, but it's enjoyable. Just make sure you bring some sensible walking shoes and you know, a pack-a-mac thing, just in case it does start to chuck down. But other than that, yes, come and have a nosy. You'll enjoy it. Well, I've just paid at the pay point to get out, and it's one of them ANPR bloody camera what's-its. So let's see whether it's going to let me out. Oh yes, there we are. Panic over. Right, let's go see what else we can find, eh?